From CNN Atlanta, this is Connect the World.
Hello and welcome to Connect the World. I'm Lynda Kinkade, filling in for my colleague Becky Anderson. Good to have you with us. We start with the growing uncertainty and danger in Afghanistan, coming into focus today with new video of the Taliban in a provincial capital. These pictures are from Badghis province, said to show Taliban fighters on motorcycles riding through the city. Another video claims to show prisoners freed by the Taliban leaving a local jail. There are conflicting reports on whether the Taliban now controls that city. Whatever the case, the Taliban are certainly gaining territory, claiming to have taken 150 districts across the country since May. With US forces now largely gone from Afghanistan, Iran is taking on the role in the peace process, hosting Taliban and Afghan government leaders today in Tehran. Its foreign minister says the US failed Afghanistan and Iran is ready to help resolve the existing conflicts. Our correspondent Anna Coren is connecting us to Kabul with more on the growing danger there for many in Afghanistan and joins us now live. Anna, you've been speaking to Afghans there who over the years have helped the US alliance over the past 2 decades. Talk to us about what sort of danger they're now in.
Yeah, they've helped and risked their lives as well as saving American lives. There have been so many Afghan interpreters that we've come into contact with in the last few days, Linda. Many of them have had their special immigrant visas to the United States rejected, which they say is an absolute death sentence. They know that the Taliban are launching revenge attacks and they are terrified of what awaits them.
Standing in the Kurgan Valley in Uruzgan province, Abdul Rashid Shahzad had just completed another mission with SEAL Team 10. The Afghan linguist working alongside America's military elite, translating for US Special Forces. But according to Abdul, his 5 years of service has now amounted to a death sentence, after the US government rejected his special immigrant visa, making him a target for the Taliban.
If they catch me, they're gonna kill me, they're gonna kill my kids, and they're gonna kill my wife too. It's a payback time for them, you know.
The father of 3 says his contract with the US military was terminated in 2014 after he failed a polygraph test.
Whoa!
But his letters of recommendation from SEAL commanders reflect a translator who went above and beyond duty, describing him as a valuable and necessary asset who braved enemy fire and undoubtedly saved the lives of American and Afghans alike.
This is Eli. He was one of our team members.
These guys were your American brothers?
American brothers, yeah.
Abdul says he has no idea what he did wrong and never received an explanation. His visa rejection letter from the US Embassy stated lack of faithful and valuable service.
If we had peace in Afghanistan, if I had not served the US military, if the Taliban were not after me, I would never leave my country.
Around 18,000 Afghans who worked for the US military have applied for special immigration visas. But CNN has learned only half are expected to be granted. The Biden administration is in talks with a number of countries to act as a safe haven while the visas are processed. A clear sign the government is well aware of the looming threat posed by the Taliban. But for Afghans who have been rejected, the danger is just as real. Suhail Pardas, seen here dancing, worked for 16 months as a translator for the US Army before he too failed a polygraph test and was terminated in 2012.
They were telling him that you are a spy for the Americans, you are the eyes of the Americans, and you are infidel, and we will kill you and your family.
32-year-old Suhail confided in his best friend and fellow translator Abdullah. Both had joined the Afghans Left Behind Association, hoping to raise awareness for their cases. But on the morning of May 12th this year, Suhail left Abdullah a voice message, saying he was driving from Kabul to Host Province to pick up his sister for Eid celebrations. On the way, the Taliban had set up a checkpoint. Suhail sped through, but villagers told the Red Crescent the Taliban shot his car before it swerved and stopped. The militants then drag Suhail out of the car and beheaded him. Suhail's brother takes us to his grave on the side of a barren hill. Earth and stones, a reminder of a life violently taken in a country that has been left to fight this war on its own. There are hundreds of other Afghan translators who were terminated from their contracts for what they say was unjust cause. And while the US government says it won't be reviewing those cases, they fear that if they stay in Afghanistan, their fate will be the same as Suhail's.
We kindly request the President Biden to save us. We help you, and you have to help us.
A desperate plea from a group of Afghans who once believed America would never desert them.
Lynda, every single interpreter that we've come in contact with has shown us all these documents, you know, whether it be their terms of contract, whether it be their letters of recommendation and commendation from their commanders, you know, basically saying they should get these special immigrant visas to the United States. For whatever reason, they have been rejected. And what is happening here in the countryside, particularly in the north, just adds to the fear and uncertainty for these interpreters that they will be targeted in these revenge attacks carried out by the Taliban, Lynda.
Really tough conditions for all of those you're speaking to. Anna Coren for us in Kabul. Thank you very much.